completely
Don't accept that. Whoops.
What a nice introduction you've given us there. Hello guys, welcome to SF1. It's GP3. It's Canada. I think it's round 7. We got that one down. Obviously Jugs has got a massive lead. 125 points, 44 ahead of anyone else. Interested to see what happens. Today with me we have SF1 Rhodes. How you doing?
Good. After the technical difficulties, we are here, ready to go for GP3 in Canada. I'd like to point out, thank you, Seth, for pointing that out to us. We didn't even realize it.
Nothing happened. No one knows anything. It's fine. Don't worry. This was the intended start time for the stream, and here we are. So, might sound a little deja vu, but what are your thoughts going into the race?
Little deja vu, like you said, Jugster, 44-point lead ahead of SF1 Cardinal for first and second, 125 points, I believe. He's been running away with this championship, but you said it's early. Anything could happen. I do think Cardinal's going to want to really start fighting here. Like, I think today is a good day to really go for it. Not, he has had some instances in the back, so hopefully he doesn't have any today where he can actually fight Jug properly. But then you have the likes of Mo right behind them. He's not too far off. I think those 3 guys are going to have a good race today. Not sure on the weather yet. Maybe one of these drivers will let us know.
Yeah, now there is actually a chat for you guys to let us know in, so you could do. I found out, by the way, the tyres is ultras, hypers, ultras, and supers.
So no mediums or anything.
This website, no, nothing remotely durable. Just
questionable two-stop then
them.
For some of these guys, unless you can make those supers last. I wonder if some of the slower guys are
definitely going to affect the pad users, I think, on this track, because it's quite abrasive. In my from what I remember, I haven't yet practiced for tomorrow, which is bad. But from what I remember, it's a pretty abrasive track, and have a wheel compared to pad is massively.
I haven't touched it yet either.
So. No, I haven't. I'm supposed to be defending a title, not defending, trying to win one.
Anyways.
Q2.
Right.
Now it's a genuine haste to get some times in for a couple drivers there. But obviously everyone's going to want to go quick to make sure they're not anywhere near that drop zone for 11th and 12th. We'll actually start seeing some genuine times now, which would be interesting. I'm sure possibly the top 2 or 3 might be sandbagging a little still, but this is the tyres that they're going to start the race on. I want to get things right this time around.
2 guys actually brave enough to go out on the super softs, Mo and Kimmy.
That is
Cardinals
interesting to see.
Ultra soft, the likes of Druid, who does make his return. He is actually pretty quick, so he might be in the mix today. Jug goes out in the ultras, and Tailhell goes out in the ultras. The rest of the guys are on hypers. Seth, who's coming down with who's right? Oh, who was that?
Just wanted to get past. I think that was Mo. Yeah, it was Mo. Of course, it was. He always likes to make a scene.
And then they have
a little bit of a kerfuffle at the back there as well between the Renault of Lonely and. That was. Oh.
Mo. Okay. Hit the back of Seth.
And Seth's actually been given a 5-place grid penalty for that.
And Jug was right behind all that.
Yeah, there's not really what you want to be seeing in Q2, but that's really... And who's that going across the grass? That is... Yeah, well, that's Jug going across the grass as well. Oh! And Bob goes into the wall. This is not looking good. That's your 2 people out. Anyone can relax now.
You could literally set a 5-minute lap and be okay. Oh.
Yep. Don't do anything stupid now, guys. Obviously, the track is a little bit green.
stay on
Either
board
that
with
or the
Blaze, make
drivers.
sure he doesn't collect this car. Oh, okay, it's disappeared.
Nice time for a car to evaporate there. There's a lot of action going on. It's only Q2. We'll see. I think Seth was the first across the line. We'll have a look. Keep our eyes on him and see what he can.
He slows down
won't see what
for.
he's doing.
Oh,
He stops for Lonely. It was very close to hitting him and getting wiped out. Seth wouldn't want to get another 5-place grid penalty.
there are yellow
So
flags.
watching Lonely then. DRS Open comes down into the final chicane. Wall of Champions to miss yet.
Might have cut that corner a little bit.
Like his counterpart Bob. It was invalidated, I think. Yeah, probably that last chicane, if I'm honest. But Goomba does a 1:11.9. It's something representative. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be much, but of course you don't need anything right now. Druid, so 1:10.9.
Honestly, if I were some of these
a little bit of
guys,
shrapnel.
I would maybe pop in and put the super softs on for like the legs of Kimmy, Samurai.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
There's no, you're not losing anything.
Maybe not. Okay, Sam.
It's a no-brainer.
He is on the hypers though.
Well.
Goomba has Seth right behind him.
Yeah,
Seth's gonna catch a toe.
Stuck to those hypers then, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be the best idea to start on that. I really hate starting on the softest compound. I don't think it's ever the best thing to do, really.
I'm sure a lot of drivers are happy that we've gotten Monaco out of the way.
Yeah, definitely. His Lonely Plains is in the pits. Telhell's just come into the pits there. Kimmy's leaving the pits on his super soft. So again, he only has to do a lap. Nothing special. Whip it round, whip it in. Through to Q3.
Kimmy's on an outlap now. Cardinal sitting in the pits. Samurai goes for another one. Might want to think about taking care of those tires.
Definitely not what you want to be doing on the hypers.
No.
Especially if he's put it on pole for the provisional. It doesn't matter because obviously it's Q2. Why go for another, like, because there is no genuinely logical reason to do another lap at all.
Unless he is committed to the two-stop, then, I mean, you can be okay with it. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's just sort of like an extra. There is no, like, reason why you should at all.
Maybe
about your own race.
a little bit of practice.
Because either one. Well, yeah, but on the hypers, that one extra lap of wear is it's going to be a few tenths on your first few laps of the race. So
And then you have to take into the fact
Tesco
that you
says,
have
every little helps.
a drive-in lap too. You have to go the whole way around, and if you push it, you're going to put more wear on your tires. So he does pull it into the pits now. Kimmy, as I thought, jumped out onto the super softs. Cardinal has opted
Bold
for the
move.
ultra soft.
Not even bold. It's a brilliant move. I think he's as long as he can keep a decent pace into the opening laps, I think that's a really good call from Kimmy. If he's got the pace, then he's definitely, I think, going to be up there.
On board with Cardinal, see how he gets on. Let me take a look at something.
Kimmy comes across the line for a 1:12.3. Not even too far off on the supers compared to some ultra times there. Here's Cardinal. Onto the long straight. I don't get what you mean. Mm-hmm. No category. There's nothing in that box. Nope. It's normally all set up. Okay, so I'm now broadcasting to F1 2018. Boom goes the dynamite. If anyone heard me talking to myself there, thank you. I couldn't figure out how to mute my mic yet still talk to my co-presenter.
And I'm back. It was a little technical advisory, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. Don't
No,
worry, the
this
stream
game
was
is-
there, so you haven't missed anything, but more people can see it now that want to see it, rather than people that don't particularly care.
So, Cardinal puts a 10.5 in on the Ultras compared to, I think Jug wasn't pushing as hard. 11 flat on the Ultras.
Yeah, not too bad at all from Cardinal. He's showing some proper pace. Again, if you're from the GP and you have any information on weather, just pop it in the chat for us. It'd be wonderful stuff, because F1 2018 don't realise that obviously spectators want to see the weather.
I got somebody.
Hopefully we'll get some weather updates there.
Let's see.
5 minutes
might have
remaining
it.
of Q2.
I think everybody's safe now. Everybody can pretty much retire as soon as they get in the pits.
Yeah, they can relax and press that retire from session button, which would hurry things along. Nice. Oh, Sunny all race from Seth. Wonderful stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, Kimmy just gave me that same too. But he just said good.
I swear it's been
That's a
sunny
very-
all race for every single race this season for GP3.
It's a very Kimmy thing to say. I asked him about the weather and he says, good.
Oh dear.
All right.
Benny99, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Good evening to you too. Just watching the final closing stages really of Q2.
And Seth is the
Obviously
only
no
one
one
out.
really
Okay,
needs
I
to
was
do anything.
wondering who was out.
Samurai's out as well.
Oh, is he?
He is.
Maybe trying
He's
to
on
improve on
ultras.
ultras.
But he's got to go very, very fast in order to sort of save that mistake, because
It is looking quite overcast, though. I wonder if they're going to have a little spout of rain in Q3.
wet Q3, eh? Wet Q3? How about that?
That might play into the top 5. Amy has retired.
Yeah.
Just Seth and Samurai, I think.
I'm just watching Samurai. He looks remarkably smooth on that wheel compared to what I've seen previously. It's very nice to watch, actually. Currently on board. This comes down into the final. Oh, a little bit of understeer there, actually, coming towards the hairpin. Massively important braking zone here. You can gain or lose a couple tenths just in your braking point. So nice
if you
and
punch it
comfortable.
too hard, you'll spin the car there too.
Oh yeah, massively.
Don't ask
very
how
easy,
I know
but
that.
oh, I know that because I do it every practice session because I'm an idiot. Nice to see Samurai understeers like mad and just launches across that chicane. So very interesting interpretation of the track. Seth's going nice and easy. We're just using this time to get as much sort of track knowledge as he can. It's looking a little bit out of time, maybe. It's the sort of words to say. Out of balance. Doesn't look like it's too comfortable. Slows right down. I'm not sure what he's having fun there, I guess.
Yeah, I have no
So
idea.
Samurai and Seth, the only two drivers on track. Everyone else really is retired from the session. Of course, we lost Bob the Flop and SF1 Mo earlier on in the session, which obviously opened up Q2 for everyone. So all they really needed to do was set a lap. And I don't even think they needed to set a lap. Obviously, according to the rules of our SF1, they had to. But I think they could have just not done anything, got free choice, and moved through to Q1.
Samurai pulls into the pits and retires, so it's just Seth now. He's looking a little loose, like the car isn't sitting properly underneath him. It looks a little unhappy.
He looks very tentative, like on the brake and turning into corners, almost as if he's actually on a full wet sort of track, like just very sort of slow, tentative turning there. On the brakes, no sort of aggressive change down or flick in, but I think he'll probably be popping into the pits now. Not that it really matters with only 30 seconds remaining of the session, but he chooses to nip into the pits, which gives us qualifying 2. Samurai will be starting on the hypers, I believe, after a bit of a weird decision for the opening of Q2 after those two drivers had fallen as well. So a little bit of a weird decision, but hopefully that'll come to for him. Whatever he's planning.
And there we go. On to the one that everybody usually enjoys the most. Q3.
Oh yeah, I love Q3. Oh,
I actually like Q2.
Why do we even have
like
Q1 and 2?
Well, I like Q2 because I like to see the strategy that people are opting for. And Kimmy's gotten away with it quite a lot this season, where he's opted for the hardest tire and gets through. Like he has done today.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. So he's going to be starting on the super softs, and like I said earlier, if he has the pace and if he can keep that pace, then that's going to work out wonderfully for him in the long run for the race. So look out for Kimmy possibly. Samurai on the hypers, Cardinal, Ultras, Druid, Ultras, Jugster, Ultras, Blaze and Lonely Plains on the hypers as well. And I can't tell you the rest because they've disappeared.
It kicked you off.
Oh, I can because it's still on my laptop. And Kimmy on the super softs, which I'd already said.
Okay. Seb's favorite part of qualifying, Q3. My least favorite part of qualifying, because when I enter Q3, I always do terrible.
What makes you think it's my favourite? I get very much under pressure in Q3.
Oh yeah, it's because you're one of them that are expected to be at least top 4.
Oh, cheers.
Everybody,
no pressure there for them.
Everybody knows I'm terrible at qualifying, so for me just to make Q3 is something.
Well, good luck.
Who's first? Oh yeah. Tell Hell is first out. followed by Lonely.
Chuckster's close behind. Lonely's
Cashy
there.
has joined too. He said he wasn't possibly going to make it. I know Neglects is here too, so I think we're up to 14 drivers.
Brilliant
14
stuff.
14
Cashy hasn't
drivers.
really missed much because he never seems to participate in qualifying anyway.
I'm starting to think that's a good strategy for myself this season.
Just stay out of trouble for qualifying.
Just the first, 2 or 3 laps. I think I'd be okay if that was,
Oh, I love
enough.
starting on the front row because everything happens
Yeah.
behind. But it's those people that start sort of 5th to 15th area that you're biting
talking
your
to
nails a
one.
little bit on the start. Yeah, it can
Sad.
really get sticky, especially this first corner.
Tellhell scrapes the champions wall a little bit. I think he's followed by Lonely Plains, so Tellhell's going to be the first one to set a lap.
Ooh. Okay. So what? Any predictions? Q3. What you thinking after what we've seen through Q1 and 2? Still think Jug's gonna be there, or maybe a weak track for him?
I don't know. I would like to see somebody challenge him. Maybe it's Samurai today, or maybe it's
That would
our
be nice to see.
title runner-up currently, and Cardinal goes out and grabs pole.
Yeah, well, Cardinal really needs to start picking up those points and chasing. Benny99 reckons Gumber and Tellhell first and second. Very interesting shout out. I know Gumber gets a hell of a lot of support. Never really
Benny's,
seems to shine.
Good mate of Goomba, so I'll jump on the board with you with that, Benny. Goomba's gonna win today.
Gumber's gonna win it. Jugster's
He
put in a
almost won in
110
Baku,
dead.
man.
Almost.
He had it in Baku.
Yeah, almost doesn't quite cut it, I'm afraid.
I know, but I was so heartbroken. I was like, no, Goomba.
Tellhell stuck in a 112.8 in the end. Jugster's got a 110 dead. Gumba in second at the moment with a 111.4. Lonely Plains a 112.1, so there's your top 4 for the moment.
Samurai's on
we
the
got?
back stretch now.
Seth's about to cross the line for a 111.4. Very close to second. We've got Samurai coming into the final chicane and just missing the wall of champions. What can he do? Here we go. It's looking fast. It's a 198.
Invalidated.
And it was invalidated. That would have been beautiful stuff, but of course we don't know where he cut the corner. So equally unfortunate for him.
He's still pushing. Although I think he's going to run out of
Kimmy.
ERS before he gets around.
Final corner is Kimmy looking at a 111, 112, 1. Sticks him in fourth for the moment. Who
I will
else
give a
is
quick
going?
shout.
Druids,
Goomba up in second
Blades.
right now. Oh, it drops to third.
Blaze Rekill just pushes Goomba out on a 111.2. Still way off what Jugster's pushing. See who else is there. Cardinal, Samurai, Druid coming into the final corner. A little bit tentative there, but what can he do?
Samurai pushing for another one on the back stretch. He's going to run out of ERS though.
Cardinal sticks in a 109.9. So Jugster's eyes have just been opened. Samurai and Druid yet to put in a time.
Yeah, he just invalidated another one. Samurai did. It's just that final 2 chicanes he just can't navigate. I think he keeps cutting it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's a sort of make or break corner in qualifying. If you're really, really pushing, it's just an inch maybe on the line for you to play around with. So if you're really pushing, I guess it can be quite easy on that final corner to really make or break the lap, literally with a invalidated lap.
Wonder if that's what's happening with Druid as well. And
Druid's coming into the final chicane. It looks nice and tidy that time round. He touches the grass. Bit wide. It's a 110.1 third. Not
So
quite
now
second, but he's got plenty of time to try
Samurai,
again.
I think he's gonna have to pull into the pits here. Yeah. Maybe get right back out there and go for it again. So Cardinal, provisional pole right now. He might be listening to me.
Very close at the top there, the top 3. Very close. It'd definitely be nice to see Cardinal there. The top spot. Jugster not so confident this time round by the looks of it, but he might be hiding something. We don't know. Only time will tell.
He is out for another lap right now. I think he just started a lap on a brand new set of hypersofts, I think. See how he manages this lap. Looking for a 1 or 9.91. If you guys want to get really technical, he can do it with a 0.9919. And it was, ooh, he locks it up, going around the long right-hander. I wouldn't say that's long. I'd say that's more of a slow right-hander. Easy there, Seb. Takes the chicane nicely. This is... Oh, no. He's way off the pace in this one. 113. He must have cut
who's
out.
that stopped?
That's Seth.
Ooh, that's not a nice place to Steph. Come on. Come on. You don't need to stop completely. You're gonna scare someone massively.
Lonely Plains pushing for another lap. Oh, this is gonna be quicker. 110. 7.
Yeah. Sticks him in 4th.
I like
Who else
this.
can
It's
do
shaking
what?
It's shaking everything up. Samurai is out on lap now, or an out lap.
Here comes Camino. Telhell is in the pits. Lonely Plains and Jugster then at the moment on
Jugster
timed laps.
Keeps locking up that front right on that hairpin, the right turn. If that happens in the race, he's gonna have to manage that tire. He's gonna be 110. Doesn't
1.
he does improve?
That wouldn't
but it's
even
not
been
good
enough for. Doesn't show any improvement on my board, unfortunately.
So he cuts it out. I think that might be Jugster's quali done.
Ooh, yeah.
Pulls over. And I don't think he's going to have enough time to get back to the pits.
Is he letting someone through? Let's see. I don't know what happened there.
You know, in the last game, when you could go on board and you could hold the analog sticks to see if people were behind him. I was so upset you can't do that this game. It like just completely took away one of the best angles. So I think that's Jug done.
Yeah, massively.
I think Cardinal is...
Jug's not going to be able to make it in and out again, so...
Samurai
finally finds a lap and pips him by just 0.02 of a second. Jug is going to be fuming. Oh dear, but now can Druids improve on that time? He's only got to find half a tenth maybe, and he's going to be through as well. So Jug's really got to look out now. He might not even be in the podium positions for the start of the race.
Jug's out of fuel, so he's definitely not going to be putting another lap in.
Druid has got to get this lap down to a T. He's not going to find too much time, but it's all right. He doesn't need much at all.
Does the chicane
into the final
beautifully.
The line with 198, which puts Druid on pole as well. And Cardinal is in the pits, so he's not going to be able to make it out and round to do anything about that.
And Samurai, he's coming around for another one.
Here he comes. It's looking a little bit slow. Yeah. Not quite enough this time round. But if he's got the ERS and the fuel, he can try one more time. Jugster's going to be gutted with that. Kimmy's actually on the lap as well.
See if Kimmy can improve.
Can we see some magic from the Iceman? Opens that DRS, going into the final chicane. Wall of Champions to navigate.
It will make or break your lap right here.
That's going to be a corner cut, I think. 10. Oh. Not an improvement. He has got another lap, but I don't think he's got the fuel for that, and probably not the RS at all. So, what's Samurai doing? Druid actually went for another lap, but it was only a 1:12.5. Samurai's coming down, back straight now. The challenge for
Pole. He's going to run out of ERS.
He's going into the pits. There you go.
At a very fast fashion.
So that looks like you're qualifying for Canada. GP3, Druid, Cardinal, Samurai, and the championship leader, Jugster, in 4th position. So he's got some places to make.
And that's right around the area that we were talking about earlier, the kind of iffy nail-biting area to start a race.
The danger zone! That's what it is, my friend. It's more than an iffy nail-biter.
Trust me, I know.
It's some hot sauce you got there.
Druid's out for another one, though. Let's see if he can improve.
Really push it.
Or is he just going to pull it in? No, he's going for it.
No, he's going. He doesn't want to go too hard. He's going to have no tyres left for the start of the race. It's not faster.
It is faster.
Oh, what the hell's happening to my screen? Nothing comes up. and then it comes up. Wonderful stuff. I thought it was invalidated, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was a little timed out on mine as well.
Yeah, he had nothing to prove, but he's gone and proved it. And he's still pushing on his in-lap as well, opening the DRS. And, oh, goodness. Closing the DRS again. Yeah.
Victory celebration of pole.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really enjoying himself. So Druid takes a massively quick pole. About half a second faster than Cardinal. Jugster, like we said, in 4th, not really anywhere there.
If anybody
but that was a
in the
very
Mercedes
tight top 4
team is watching this and cheering on Druid,
I think Druid's going to be very, very, very happy indeed with that. So, beautiful stuff. That is qualifying done and dusted. We'll head into a quick 5-minute break
is here, so 14 drivers, 2 of them
keep you company.
Yeah.
So Druid, Cardinals, Samurai, Jugster in 4th, the championship leader. Kimi Raikkonen sticks it on 5th. Remember, he's starting on the super soft tyres. Lonely Plains, Blaze Ruhal, Seth. Remember, he's got a 5-place grid penalty, so he's going to be basically the back of the grid there. Gumba in 9th, and Telhel brings up 10th place for Q3 there. Very, very tight top 4, I've got to say. And Kimi Raikkonen was thereabouts as well. Lonely Plains, almost identical lap times as well. Brilliant to see such tight times up in qualifying 3. Hopefully,
yeah, Seth
going to bring us a nice and close race.
Yeah, Seth will start 13th, just in front of one of the other cars of either Nicolex or who was it, Kakashi.
So
unless they
joined later, I believe them.
Unless I have no idea how this game works with this, but I wonder if Mo and Bob the Flop will be pushed behind the people that joined because they crashed out in qualifying.
Well, it's a possible. Ooh. I'm not sure.
Let's have a look then, shall we? So Druid is on pole, followed by Cardinal. Samurai is in third. Jugster fourth. Kimmy in fifth. Lonely Plains in sixth. Blaze seventh. Seth is still in eighth. Wonder how that happened. Why didn't Goomba leave the session? Okay, I'm gonna have to try to get him back in. But Goomba's in ninth.
Nice
Let me go find Goomba.
Well, for those of you watching, I don't know about you, but I'm very excited. It's been a very close qualifying. Hopefully we're going to see one of the tightest races we've had for the GP3 season.
See if he can get a hold of that one.
Far ahead, but not all is over. Only on round 7. Plenty of time left in the season for Cardinal, Mo, and I don't know who's behind him to catch up. Cardinal, Mo, and I think Samurai for some reason is in 4th in the championship. I think I do have it, so I will double check that for you later. But there's not everything gone. There's plenty of time, and today for Cardinal, if he can sort of get in front of Druids and take advantage of maybe a slightly better set of tyres in the opening stages, he's going to be able to start making that hunt on Jugster, making that close. God, what am I on about? Closing that gap on Jugster. What Cardinal's going to be looking for.
On Goomba.
Oh no, Samurai's down in 10th in the championship. I don't know why I said that. So it's actually Goomba sitting on 4th with 44 points. Kimi Raikkonen taking 5th at the moment with 38 points. And Telhel's very close behind, just 1 point difference with 37. How are we doing with Goomba there?
Third invite going. Wonder if he's... I'm not sure. Hold on.
Resetting his Xbox possibly. Just quickly grab a drink.
Just a little bit to go, guys. I'm trying to get Goomba back in. One of these invites must work.
Ah. So just a minute or two left of the break.
Trying to get Goomba back, and he's sitting on the main menu.
I wonder what he's playing at, or if indeed it's actually him. We have been having a lot of issues recently with the Xbox servers, so these sort of things unfortunately happen a little bit too often at the moment.
I think he just got in.
Goomba back in and on the track.
I think he just got in.
He's not on my screen yet.
Says he's in multiplayer Canada.
Hopefully he'll load in from the lobby then. ASAP.
The multiple invites worked.
Just spam it.
Sorry if I blew you up, Ryan.
So if you're there on chat with us, now's the time to put in your predictions. First, second, third. Driver of the day predictions if you've got any. Obviously you're not going to get anything yet, but feel free to light up the chat box with your opinions, thoughts, feelings. Get them out there. We want to hear what you think. Now's actually probably a great time to let you know about our info icons. We do have Instagram, Facebook and a YouTube channel. All of our races get uploaded onto the YouTube channel afterwards, so you can rewatch them on Twitch if you want, but pop over onto the YouTube channel and click like, subscribe. We want all the support we can get, and obviously it's there for you to watch whenever you want. Show your friends and family if you really want. But yeah, all the support we can get would be absolutely amazing. If you are new to the channel, it really does mean a lot for us. And Discord, we've got a Discord as well. So if you want to find us on Discord, do so, because we've just opened that up. So it'd be great to have some new followers from there as well. We're really trying to expand and branch out into the social media avenues that we have available as Formation Lap is underway. Let's get ready to rumble. Thank
Everybody
you, Seth,
moving. Sweet.
Aware of the race starting.
It's what I love seeing. Everybody's off.
I don't have the Discord on my laptop, but I'd love to give you a link for it, Ryan, but you'll be able to find that on the Facebook page, I'm sure. Or you can simply search SF1 in Discord, and you'll be able to find us that way.
Yeah,
well, thank you for your
it
interest.
Just went live today, so bear with us. It's a little fresh. Lonely Plains on the naughty step.
Oh dear, already.
Somebody else is gonna be on the naughty step. I think that was Telhell. Yeah. Oh, it takes a couple guys with them.
It's actually showing Seth here as still starting in 8th. So
Eighth, yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Oh no. Kimmy get kicked?
Oh dear.
All right.
Oh dear. Coach
Try
has
to get
whipped
him
up
back
the link for the Discord there. Ryan, if you want to support us.
I'll keep on Kimmy to just watch these guys.
Hopefully we won't lose anyone else. Kimmy is hopefully on his way back in. Here we go, coming around past the wall of champions as they line up on the grid.
just
Kimi
got
Räikkönen's
back
joined.
in. Hopefully he's gonna have enough time to get in.
He's gonna make it onto the grid. He's only got about 30 seconds, if that.
I'll take from Seth back if you want to stay.
Absolutely.
Okay, Seth. Oh no, it did cut Seth back to 11th. So tell hell back.
Ah, there we go.
5 red lights.
Away we go. Bit of a delayed start. Druid doesn't move, and he's been hit the back. Oh! Cardinal makes it up into first place, and Lonely Plains in second. Kimmy is snuck up all the way to third. He's actually still a AI, so that's not nice to see. Kimmy
Just took control.
Doesn't look like he's made it in.
Oh,
A bit wild there. Any news to report from the rear of the grid?
Samurai, I think, tangled with Neglects a little bit. Goomba. I think it kicked Goomba. I can't click on him.
Oh, no, neither can I. It seems like Goomba has not made it through. His Raikkonen, I think, has now got control of the car in 5th place. So it would have been nice if he had control when he was 3rd, but unfortunately not. Nice to see he's made it in. But Cardinal, as we were speaking about earlier, has managed to get that first off the start. Now it's a case of just Biden has been patient and staying in front. Jugster down in 6th. So not a great start. Lost 2 places.
Blaze doing a good job. Cardinal sets the fastest time.
Druid's back up into 2nd. Beautiful little dive, but Lonely's holding it on the inside. Druid on the outside, bit of a touch there, but Druid gets away from that on top. Blaze is just behind Lonely though, so I don't think it's over for them. Fighting for 3rd position. Ooh,
a lot of guys in the pits here.
Jugster the rear end under control.
Hits the pits. He's going to be committed to a
Mo
2-stop.
Samurai neglects. All in the pits. That little bit of a kerfuffle in the opening corners. Kimi Räikkönen's left the session again. Not great to see that. Here's Lonely trying to stick on the back of Druids as much as he can. Druids has really got to start closing that gap because it's almost 3 seconds already.
Samurai right behind Mo here. I'll keep an eye on this. I see Lonely Plains is not too far off Druid. Cardinal. I think today is the day Cardinal says, I've had enough. It's time to take it to the championship leader.
Yeah, well, we definitely hope so, although Druid's closing that gap a little bit. Here's Mo
Samurai
on Telhell.
make...
Oh, Samurai,
Oh.
sorry, on Mo. Very close stuff.
Side by side still. Ooh, a little bit of a touch.
Oh,
Druid gets
stays
around.
ahead.
He's starting to reel in Cardinal.
Oh, I think Cardinal's made a mistake there. That's a second gone in a second.
Samurai.
Second time penalty for Samurai.
He is all over the
Yeah,
gearbox of Mo. Mo's
Druid is
really
reeling
loose.
in first position. There's Samurai again. They're side by side. Difficult place to overtake, and he chooses not to do this. Oh! Didn't really have anywhere to go there.
Side by side,
To
here
sort
we
of
go.
avoid an accident, but is into the hairpin.
Mo gives him a
Mo
little
stays
bit of a
ahead
squeeze.
again, but who's going to get the drive down the straight? Samurai
This
looks
is
in
not
a
going
more
to end well if you
comfortable
guys
position.
keep hitting each other. Come on, Mo, give him a
Oh, how
line.
many moves? How many moves? Samurai's had to choose the outside again. Mo's cut the corner. Samurai having to be
All the
patient.
while, Neglects is catching up to these two.
Yeah, massively.
Yeah, Neglects is now right behind this guys.
Oh, Neglect's closer to Samurai than Samurai is Mo now, but he just gets a 3-second time penalty as we speak. Samurai's going to
Cancelling
be looking
out.
to make that move again on the back straight, if he can. He's got to get it done now.
That cancels out Samurai's. So those two are on equal playing terms now. Druid
Yep, it's all to
still
fight
stuck
for.
at that 1.1.
Here they are. Get as good an exit as you can from that hairpin. It means a lot on the other side of the straight. Can you do it this time?
Mo's
DRS
running in hot
enabled.
lap, trying to keep him behind. Samurai's riding in low.
It's interesting.
Jugster gets Kimmy. Is Kimmy back in yet? No. Let me see if I can get him back in. Oh, he's not even online. I think he did a hard reset.
Oh dear.
This game, guys, I tell you. Oh, he's here. Okay.
Neglects. Oh, Druid's got himself in that 1 second gap, and here we come onto the DRS straight. This is really going to bring him close to Cardinal, and that fight might just start. It's the final chicane. How close is he going to get? 6/10 now. To the first corner we go for another lap. Druid's now 4/10. That gap has halved since last lap. Cardinal really going to start feeling the pressure. Samurai's still fighting for Mo.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, watching these two. Make sure these guys carry on in a professional manner.
Oh, this is close. Druid and Cardinal. Druid just able to manage to carry that speed a lot better through those chicanes than Cardinal at the moment. Oh, Cardinal goes very deep. Another attempt for Druid. Can he get past with the DRS? Opens up. 4/10, 3/10,
And he's back.
2/10, 1, but he can't do it. On for another lap. Cardinal doing the best to keep that speed at the end of the straight and keep Druid behind him. Oh, Samurai very close again to but he's really ruined the exit of that hairpin, clambering all over the grass.
Seth is up to 4th, having a good race here. I wonder if it won't let Kimi take control of his car. No, he's back now. Ew, he's just gotten taken out by his teammate. Samurai.
Oh dear, Samurai's in
No
the
wing
wall.
either. I think, is he gonna carry on? He's gonna have a long way to go back.
Well, hopefully he does, but yeah, as you say, it's a long old lap. No, he doesn't.
I think he's retired on track too.
Yeah,
You
that's. I
see.
don't think that was an accident. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't cause a safety car or anything race impacting.
What about Kakashi
Druid's
too,
still
man?
stuck behind Cardinal. Kakashi's
Kakashi
doing a
and
great
Seth.
job. Kakashi and Seth, great jobs. Bob the Flop's up in
Druid.
3rd. It's a place he doesn't tend to
Ooh.
visit too often, as Jugster gets a 3-second time penalty. To add insult to his shocking start.
Druid is not right behind, but he's still hanging with Cardinal. I feel bad for Goomba. Brian, if you're watching, I feel bad, man. Similar thing happened to your brother last week. He was not very happy in Monaco. The pit held him up in a glitch. Oh, Lonely Plains, wonder what happened.
Oh dear. Well, that moves Jugster up into 7th.
Wow, that's a weird place. He went on the inside before. If you ride on
Kashi and
Kimi.
Blaze fighting it
Ooh.
out, toe to toe. They've swapped places a couple times, but Blaze comes out on top.
Druid takes the lead from Cardinal.
Beautiful stuff. There's fights here, there, and everywhere. So I think Cardinal may have made a bit of a mistake there. That's gonna dwell on his mind a little bit, but he's got to get on with it.
I don't know.
I lost all grip
Ooh.
and spun.
I will say this. A quick shout. I don't want to give a commentator's curse, but I think as an early shot, I might have already grabbed my driver of the day so far.
I wonder.
Well, there's no Salvas here, so you definitely know it's not a Salva driver.
Samurai shouting lag lag. It's not nice to see.
I don't have any on my screen.
No, I'm not getting any either, but customer's always right. Blaze is really catching on Seth now. And Cardinal's not been able to keep it with Druid, so he's got to do something clever with his pit stops maybe to try and stay on the back of Druid.
Lap 10
things
of
going.
35 already. Lonely Plains.
Coach C says driver of the day's got to be Bob so far.
Yeah,
Really
he
is a
loves
good
Bob
drive
the
from
Flop.
Bob, actually.
Goatsy loves Bob. I've seen
Positions
this
changed.
before.
He's actually made 8 positions.
I think
As
Blaze.
has Kakashi.
Kakashi.
Blaze has made.
I knew one of them was. Kakashi lets Jugster through.
Jugster's actually starting to make his way through the pack fairly quickly.
He does have that penalty hanging over his head.
He does.
And
Blaze
I
is
think
actually
he's going to have to
catching
pit
Seth
again.
the
Yeah, he's
rated
definitely going to
knots
have
as well.
Jug is definitely going to have to pit again. He's on the ultras.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder
That was
it's
a
a
lap 2 pit though, wasn't it? So it was always really going to be a 2-stopper.
damage recovery race here for him. I mean, he does have the points to spare, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he can afford to dish a couple out, I think. 44 points ahead.
Cardinal has
but
made it
Canada
pit.
shows that he does have his weak points, and it's just Cardinal and Mo especially really have to take advantage of that this weekend.
Mo is
Cardinal
not.
doing so.
Yeah.
Mo, not so much.
But he has a little bit of breathing room. Unfortunately, because Goomba couldn't make it, he was kicked. So that helps
It's
Mo out a
Cardinal
little
then
bit.
looking for that undercut. He's back out on track in third. And he's got to be wanting to get some really fast lap times in now and try and jump that 4-second gap that Druid managed to pull. It's going to be tricky, but we've seen far more crazy things happen.
Blaze right behind Seth now. Ooh.
Ooh, very, very close.
Oh, takes an end plate off too.
Toe to toe, literally.
I wonder if that's gonna affect him. Ooh. And they have
Blaze
the
is going to want to do this really quickly because
Yeah.
Jugster's very close behind, and
hauling
we
these
know
guys
how
in.
quick he is and how he's just going to eat them both up. Blaze has got to get past. Look how quickly Jugster's catching them. It's ridiculous.
And Blaze is on newer tires too. Gives Seth
Oh,
another
he's
little-
not waiting about. He's really,
gotta
really,
go.
really got to get past. But Jugster's there, waiting. Getting that slipstream. Open the DRS and get past. Here we go.
On the
Seth moving a few times there. That's not
Seth
the way
dives
he's
for the
he's going to the
pits.
pits. So we'll
Jug
let
dives
him
for the
off.
pits.
Blaze onwards and upwards. 4th position. 12 seconds adrift to Cardinal, who's made a stop. Blaze, of course, made a stop earlier.
Druid, 12 laps on these ultra softs. I think he might pull it in either this lap or the next lap.
But he's going to want to because he's going to be losing a ridiculous amount of time
Cardinal is catching Bob.
pretty soon. Druid goes for another lap. Neglects another 3-second time penalty. I think that gives him 6 seconds so far. But he's down 11th, so he's not going to be too worried about that for the moment. 24 seconds behind any other driver.
Cardinal is reeling Bob in now.
Yeah, and Bob's going a
The
little bit
longer-
faster than Druid as well, so Druid's going to want to start thinking about...
Oh,
Should have
neglect.
started thinking about coming in a few laps ago, maybe.
We have just lost neglects. Seth on the back of Mo again. Here we go, guys. Oh, that's... that was a little aggressive from Mo. Mo, what are you doing? No.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
That's a no-no.
That's not how you overtake in the final chicane, I'm afraid, guys. Seth's actually done the right thing and looped around, gone straight into the pits, whereas Mo's going to have to do another lap without that front wing. It's not going to be
Yeah, they
nice.
gave it Seth a 5.
But
Yeah, they gave him
Oh
a.
dear, it's given Seth a penalty as well. Just a similar sort of thing to what happened in qualifying. Nothing to do with him, and he's been given the penalty. So, really unfortunate to see Seth with that. Yeah, we hear you, Seth. We hear you. But we got that on stream, so of course it'll be looked into after the race. Cardinal. Oh, very close to wiping out Cardinal on the exit of the pits. Cardinal out now, actually starting to get caught up behind Bob.
He's got to make that move. Because Bob is now 18 seconds behind Druid. So Cardinal can't afford to stay behind Bob much longer. He's got to go.
No, not at all. He's got to get a move on. He's got to get a move on. Is this going to be the opportunity?
He's not the driver that likes to. There he goes. Dives a little deep. Cuts
Take
the corner.
too many rail. Jugster gets another 3-second penalty, so that's 6 up for Jugster as well.
He's right behind Telhell. Maybe trying to fight his way around Telhell's. Ooh.
So Cardinal up into second after his pit, and Bob Druid in the pit and drops back behind Cardinal. It's very close, but worked. Cardinal actually managed to make it past. Brilliant stuff.
Telhell on Jugster. Backs off. I think he's just going to let him go. Oh, Bob the Flop.
Oh, that was close. Bob the Flop gets 3 seconds. He was obviously trying to stick on the back of Druid a little bit too hard.
Now it comes to the tail of our second place championship driver right now. Compared to Drew, who I knew has missed a couple races. One guy has everything to lose, and the other guy not so much. So these guys are gonna have to take it easy. Cardinal, that's big.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's big.
Oh dear. Not gonna be happy. So Cardinal responds to Druid's the gap now 1.1 seconds, so hopefully Cardinal can expand that gap until I'm assuming, I don't know, thinking he might push it to the end, but it's a long one. He's on 6-lap old ultras. I can't read that at all, but there you go. I think he's on 6-lap old ultras, so he's gonna have to pit again, I believe. Druid maybe not so much. Mo gets a 3-second time penalty.
Mo retires. See where this happened.
Oh, that was the final corner, was it?
Oh, champion wall looks like.
Yeah, that's gone very badly.
So the closest Jugster is starting to catch Kakashi.
So Druid actually down in 14th in the championship with just 8 points, so really has nothing to lose at all. Not to say that we want him to be too argy-bargy. Try and keep things tame.
Catching Cardinal.
Still.
Here we go. Cardinal runs a little wide.
Oh, right down the inside. Cardinal's got a slightly better run. The Druid really hounding on the pressure now. Looks like Cardinal only had a couple laps of
Very low. Oh!
advantage
goes
on
for
those
the-
ultras.
Ooh,
Oh, cuts the
no.
corner massively.
And
Is he
it's
gonna have to
all
get
level.
that back? Yep.
Oh man.
Now it's a proper fight for first place.
Here we go. Druid, I don't think is gonna have to pit again. Cardinal, I think might. Oh,
Oh, Cardinals keeps making those mistakes. He's just not quite as on tracks as Druid, who seems to be quite level-headed when it comes to the fighting. Cardinal just seems to maybe to lose his cool, make those mistakes just a little bit more often.
nerves, I think it is.
There's Druid down the inside, gets the move done. Now he's just going to want to pull away. Remember, Cardinals on 8-lap-old ultras, so they might start losing quite a bit of grip around maybe this or the next few laps. So I wouldn't expect Cardinal to stick there too long.
He's gonna want
If
to.
he can, it'll be great.
Oh, he goes for a move too.
Ooh.
And good times.
Oh, those gets turned in on by Druid. I didn't see the onboard at all, but side by side, you've really got to stick it or just let them through. Really, there's no point to do that. But Druid got away in front. Did Cardinal receive any damage? I don't think so.
Nah, I think he tapped or
Very
they touched
easy.
and he backed off, knowing that it was kind of a, it was like a move that he had to think to himself, I can't really take you over like that. Very respectful, I'd say. That's the word I'm looking for. Respectful.
Kimi Raikkonen, 5-second time penalty. Nice to see he's back in the race. Still sticking at it. 8th place.
Steph is coming up to the backstretch now. He's gonna. Okay. Oh,
Cardinal
no,
another
Cardinal.
3 seconds.
He's throwing
He's
it away
really pushing
slowly.
to try and close that gap, but yeah, exactly. He's got to try and keep his cool.
He's got to think about Bob now too, because Bob technically is only 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds behind him now.
Yeah, it's certainly very close. Doesn't want to be making too many more mistakes like that.
Hell pits right
Jugster
after
up
his
into
teammate.
4th. Really making the most of a bad day.
I don't know if he's going to be able to carry those. Is he on this? He is on the super soft. He should be able to carry
They're
those
only
to
8
the.
laps old as well. Bob the Flop, however, sitting in 3rd, is on 20 lap old supers. However, if he makes a pit now, he could very well get in front of Jugster still. And
Yeah,
possibly
he should.
on the fresher tyres try and...
He should have the speed.
Is he going to come
compared
into
the
the
tires.
pits though? Yep, he does.
Here we go.
Reads our mind. Into the pits. Where is Bob gonna come out? As a Renault driver, I really want him to come out in front. He's been doing terribly.
Better than
Come
the
on, Renault.
Sauber team.
Anyone
On his
can
way
do
out
that.
now. Jugster's coming across the start finish.
Bob
Bob
line.
out now.
Jugster coming into braking, so Bob has pretty much made that. Don't cross the line, Bob. So he's out in front, but has he got the pace? He's put on the ultras. Looks like he's going to try and go to the end. 13 laps.
It's
I would've
just
stuck on
about
the
as far as I would
supers.
take those things.
Yeah. Comfortably, I would have chosen the supers, but he's put on the ultras. Jugster's behind him, but
Oh, who's trying to overtake Druid? That was strange. Is that Kimmy?
His teammate,
That was
by the looks of
Kimmy.
it.
No, it was Kimmy.
No?
That's the fastest lap.
Kimmy's just set to 1:12.2. Beautiful stuff. As long as he got past
Unlapping himself.
without any disasters, that's alright. So Druid on the 1 stop so far, Cardinal 1 stop, Bob only stopped once as well, Jugster 2 stop, Blaze 2 stop, Hitachi 1 stop, Telhell 2 stop, Kimmy 1 stop, and Seth on a 2 stop due to that little incident we saw with Mo earlier in the race. But we'll gloss over that. Druid leading.
Jugs.
1.5 seconds is the gap.
Jugster's not too far behind Bob still. He's hanging with him.
Yeah, he's really managing to keep the pace up, even with 10 lap. Oh, supers, and there he goes! Round in circles. Commentator's curse.
It was.
Goodness me, is Blaze
Here
gonna make? Blaze makes it past. Down into 5th.
Kimmy's out.
Oh, Kimi Raikkonen's
It
out.
must have been.
Ooh.
I have no idea where. Because I think he's a lap down. Can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh no.
I'm not sure what happened to Kimi there, but he is now out. So down to 8
Championship
remaining
wall.
drivers. Oh,
Champions wall tagged him out. That puts Seth
So Jugster
up to
down
8.
into 5th. Itachi 6th still, so he's had a solid race. He's held on to what he's got. Who's that going into Jugster?
Jugster.
Into the pits. Final pit. Is he going to take care of... Did he have any wing damage?
He must have.
Pretty hard.
He must have
Well, not
cooked the
pretty
super
hard, but
sauce.
fairly hard. He's going for the ultras.
We have a special guest. It looks like who just joined the
Kimmy's
party.
joined us.
Oh man, what happened there?
I don't know.
I don't
He
know
said
if
the
you guys were
fastest lap.
covering that. I don't know
No.
if you guys were covering it, but yeah, I was up behind Druid, and I thought I can take this guy, and I knew it would like to unlap myself, and I just kept trying, and I was just catching him, got past him, and I was starting to leave him, couldn't believe it. I thought, I'm leaving Druid behind here, he's leading race. And because we're on fresh tyres, come out of the pits and everything, and what happened? World champions, that were it, over and done with. So disappointed.
Yeah, well, you kept coming back, you kept trying. It's really disappointing to see you not make it to the end, but you really did great bit of driving. You gave us some great battles. Nice to see you taking the lead as well to get your lap back. Unfortunately, today it wasn't to be.
No, it wasn't.
I was on to
So
where we're at
Druid's-
next week.
oh.
France.
Yeah, France. France is the next track. There's a lot of racing space around France, I must say. So hopefully we'll see some proper sweaty racing.
I can't believe my connection, or the connection issues that we were getting tonight, and I just thought I'm gonna leave the lobby because I thought it was not bad. I thought, well, at least everybody else can race, and then I just thought I'll just try and rejoin after and see if we can get a better host. Just don't know what happened. So I reset everything, Xbox, internet, come back on, tried again. Eventually we were getting a decent race out of it.
Cardinal starting to fall behind Druid.
Yeah, quite rapidly now, actually. I
Tell
think he's
hell, right on
possibly made another
Kakashi, though.
mistake over the last couple. Bob the Flop still in 3rd position. We're just 8 or 9 laps remaining. Blaze is not far behind him though, just 7.5 seconds. It can be done. Cardinal in the pits.
Hell on the back of Kakashi. It's all starting to light up again towards the end. When will Cardinal's gone? Oh! Kakashi chips a lot of Tailhell's wing off. So Cardinal finds himself 19 seconds behind Druid on fresh hypers. That I think is a little bit
with
too.
6 seconds worth of penalties.
Druid has one.
Druid has one, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Brilliant drive currently from Druid to be that far ahead after the pits had taken place, all the hectic battling we had earlier on in the race, the lunges, the crashes. He's kept things clean, he's kept things consistent, and ultimately it's left him 20 seconds ahead after Cardinal makes a second pit stop. So Tailhell's made it past.
Jugster today. Maybe just not feeling the track, not comfortable with the car, the setup.
No, it's not been his day today, really, has it? And it just goes to show that no matter how dominant you are, no matter how quick you are in comparison, there's always going to be, even if it's just one race a season, there's always got Cardinal gets another 3 seconds. There's always going to be that time where you're just not quite on it. And they are the times where people like Cardinal and Bob and Mo really need to take advantage of it, and Cardinal seems to be doing it. Not to close the gap as much as he wanted to after a promising start, but it's still something, and it's still a nice chunk of points.
Steph is going to move into 7th.
Wall of Champions again.
Oh, Druid. 6 seconds to 9 seconds, though.
People's confidence really just starting to wander off a little bit. Focus isn't quite there.
Goomba has left the session. Seth should take 7th after this lap, I believe. It's a shame too, because Tailhell was so close. He could have just gone maybe 2 more laps. He would have made that last 5 minute or last 5 lap rule.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see him out, but he's out nonetheless. Down to 7 remaining races then. It's been a little bit of a bum race for a few of the drivers, but those that are still racing, Druid, Cardinal, Bob, Blaze, Jugster, Kakashi, he's done a brilliant job this time out. Seth holding on there in 7th, so points for everyone.
Just following.
Cardinals closed that gap, but it's not enough. It's not going to be enough.
No, it still would be 16 seconds. He still has a penalty over Druid.
Yeah.
He does set the fastest time, though. Why not, right?
It's worth it. May as well. You can't win.
His helmet design, SF1 Cardinal, is, I will say, oddly familiar, kind of close to my brother's ER Rhodes 24.
Oh,
riding
is it?
with that American Pride red, white, and blue. I, however, do not have a red, white, and blue helmet.
You know that red, white, and blue is the most commonly used color in nations' flags.
Yes. I went the opposite route and needed a new helmet design this season, and I was looking into what I wanted, or what colors I should do, and decided that I fancied SF1 colors a lot, and I put it onto my helmet.
Ah, repping the squad.
Try to. Not doing so well, but we'll
Mine's
get
just
there.
black, pink, and blue.
I have that flashing warning lights the entire race. It's kind of annoying. So Blaze doing a good job today too. Up into fourth.
Yeah, really good stuff. We've seen some drivers that don't normally seem to make too much of an impact, but from the start, regardless of people that haven't finished or whatever, from the start have really shown some promising pace and got themselves up there in the points. So brilliant driving from Bob and Blaze and Kakashi, of course.
Cardinal is going to take his Hypersofts to, what, 9 laps? That is a little bit risky.
Whew.
They are going to be cooked.
They're not going to be particularly happy by the end of this race. Managed to get that gap down to 7 seconds, but of course, plus the 6 seconds, or the 3 seconds.
Did Druid make a mistake?
Because obviously Druid has... It's likely, but really doesn't matter too much. Unless Druid gets another couple penalties, which is unlikely.
Or makes a mistake. Another mistake.
Or makes a mistake, of course.
Blaze recoil. Don't think that will matter too much. I think Druid is really starting to suffer with his tires. He's
not
braking
having fun at all, is he?
really early and
I'm
everything.
just on board with him, watching his very tentative inputs.
Crazy. Cardinal has
Gap
3 laps.
down 5 seconds now. Just a mistake from Druid now, cutting the corner, say, and a 3-second time penalty.
Hit there.
Yeah, and things are going to be wholly different to what they are now. So for those of you still watching, with 3 laps remaining, now's the time. You can pop your driver of the day in the chat box.
We know who
Driver
Coach
of
is
the
going to vote for.
I think I've got a feeling. Hitachi, it's a 3-second time penalty into the closing stages of the race now. Cardinal, 4.5 seconds.
It's through this second sector that Cardinal is able to get a lot of time on Druid. I wonder if Druid has maybe a couple end plates missing. That's why he has to back off, or his tires. Oh, he does. Wow, big. He's got a lot of end plates missing from his left side front wing.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a scuffle with the wall, maybe. So if Cardinal can catch and get past him, he only needs 3 seconds. Or over 3 seconds to get that. But currently, it's not quite enough.
2 laps to do it. He's got to
Coatsy
hope
votes
that...
in for Bob. Ryan Frick votes for Bob. I myself am going to vote for Bob. Well, it depends what Cardinal can do, actually. But Bob has definitely done brilliant job gaining 8 places. Not even 8 people finished the race.
Oh, who's that getting out of the way? 2 seconds now, the gap. Oh, Cardinal's gonna want to do this quick. You can know he's pushing for it.
Yeah, he really wants to get past, and he's only going to have a lap.
If Druid picks up a penalty for corner cutting here, it's on. Oh.
Oof. I'd love to go into the race
Gap
director and see how
1.5.
close it is to getting another penalty, but
I'll do
I'm
it
going to do
quick.
so. It's the final lap. Druid versus Cardinal. There is a penalty involved there, but anything can happen. As they're both pushing incredibly hard. It's Druid. Cardinal.
He doesn't have any more
Less
warnings.
than a second now.
I think if you're Druid, maybe just let Cardinal pass and hang behind. But as a racer, you know he's probably not going to do that. Cardinal. I thought for a second that was
Ooh.
Druid. I was going to be like, what? Here comes Cardinal. Does he try it? He's going to go for
He's going to want to try it for the road, isn't he? He doesn't know about penalties, and neither does Druid. But what's going to happen here? Cardinal doesn't want to risk anything. Lets Druid through on the power. Druid takes victory in the Canadian GP3. Cardinal in second. Beautiful drive from the two of them. 3 seconds behind after
finishes
penalties.
sixth. Bob the Flop coming up to the last couple turns. Here comes.
Brilliant, brilliant drive from Bob. He's all over the place. Crosses the line,
Yes.
takes the podium. Blaze very closely
wasn't too far behind.
Was there any penalties involved now? No,
And
not
then
enough to
Jugster.
affect anything anyway. Here
The
comes
second
Jug.
time this season, we will not talk to Jugster. All right, so it
Well.
was Druid, Cardinal, and Bob the Flop.
Invite them in. Ryan Frick. Now we can fight.
Invite to
Beautiful
party.
stuff. It looks to me like Bob for driver of the day today. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from the Renault driver, making it up into third position. 8 places he gained that race. Obviously, Druid taking a brilliant win, and Cardinal in second. A very close and very good fight between the two of them, but Druid came out on top this time round.
All three are in.
Well, I'll let you take over.
Yeah, go for it, Seb. This is your show. I'll hide in the back. I do have a couple
Damn
questions.
Well, I'm going to start off with Bob. Are you here with us,
Hey,
Bob?
Bob.
Are you included your audio? Apparently not. I did see him join.
There he is.
Yes, wonderful. There you are. Brilliant stuff today, mate. Third position. You gained 8 places. You gained 8 places. How were you feeling after qualifying? Are you expecting that? Or talk us through your race. How did you feel about that? Ah. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. I've got to say, you managed to grab driver of the day from all the people in the chats watching the stream and from us. So well done, driver of the day for you. Carl, any comments? Any questions?
Yeah, I'll throw a couple. Bob, my main one is you started 11th. Did you find it easy cutting through the pack during that race, or did you have a couple guys in front of you causing incidents that you were able to kind of squeeze past? Just give us a little insight on the first couple laps, because I think it was only maybe up until lap 10 that you found yourself up into the top 5. Congratulations, Bob. Driver of the day for sure.
Yeah, definitely brilliant stuff. Well done. It's third position. Some great points for us Renault lads as well. So thanks for the driving. Thanks for the great entertainment. Brilliant race. Well done. We'll move on to Cardinal.
Yes.
How did you feel after qualifying? We'll move on to race in a second because that was some brilliant stuff. But how are you feeling going into qualifying? Because obviously you got some points to make on Jugster, and today was the day to do it. Give us your side of qualifying.
Once I seen it at the top of the charts, yeah, I was pumped because I knew I think I got 40 some points to make up. So I was like, well, here's my chance.
44, yeah.
And yeah, so here's my chance. So yeah, I was laying it out in qualifying, and that worked out real well. I was going to go back out, but then I opted to save the tires, so I did not. That was my choice there.
Brilliant stuff, yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, I made some camber changes from practice for this race, and my tires went off a lot quicker than I expected. So that's why I don't know if you noticed or how much you saw, but at the end of my stints, I was really struggling. So I learned a lesson there. So, but yeah, I was pumped.
Awesome stuff. Well, I know Carl's going to have some questions about the race, but I'll just sneak one in about the end there. It was really close between you and Druid. I don't know about you, but the penalties were definitely keeping us on edge. Did you know about the penalties and the deficit between you two, or were you just fighting for the all-out win on track?
I was fighting for the all-out win on track because I think I had 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Worth. Yeah. I did not know his status. So yeah, no, I just wanted that on track pass if I can make it.
Awesome stuff. I'll hand Carl over to you for some.
No, I was just going to ask
questions,
about the peculiar thing was when you pitted your last pit stop, you selected the hypersofts, and to me, I felt that was a little bit too far of a stint, but we saw that Druid did have a little bit of wing damage, but regardless, man, you caught him quick, and I was like, is this going to happen? Did your tires, after, I think it was like 8 or 9 laps, do you have any sort of wear in those hypersofts? Because they should have been probably cooked by that point.
Yeah, that was my best set. I could feel him just starting to go towards the end of the last lap or two. So believe it or not, that last set was my best set. They lasted what I expected them to. The first 2 sets, like I said, I made a camber change, so it threw everything I practiced out the window. So, and I think it wore the tires quicker than I expected. But no, the last set was pretty comfortable at the end. Or I wouldn't have been up there sticking my nose in for no reason at all other than just pure ego, Yeah. If I would have had no tires, there would have been no ego. Trust me.
Awesome.
No,
stuff.
solid race.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you guys.
Congratulations on the second place.
Thank you.
Druid, what a win.
Oh,
Took pole. Difficult start
go
to the
Druid.
race, definitely. But
Yeah,
talk
I've got
us
a
through
clip.
your qualifying.
Well, I don't know. Q1 was just a tester, obviously. A second qualifying, I can't remember who topped me, but I thought I might get top 4 if I was lucky. Wasn't expecting to get pole. So if you've seen my post on Facebook, I literally after the qualifying, I couldn't sit still. I was just the adrenaline, and it kept me going all through the race. To be honest, start of the race, I was keen, but then having my clutch just not work apparently, and the anti-stall kick in wasn't fun. So sorry to whoever smacked into the back of me. I'm just glad there wasn't a bigger incident from it.
No.
Could have really ended your race there. I was shocked.
I'm glad it didn't.
I had a good
Go
few
on.
battles with Cardinal, and massive props to him at the end, catching me all that. Bloody hell. I was taking it
Yep,
easy.
good
I
race,
seen
bro.
him catching him, was like, oh shit, I better get a move on it. Um, yeah, no, I really enjoyed that race. I think it's about time I got some decent points. So yeah.
Yeah, it was brilliant stuff. I think it was I think 9 laps from the end, and
Yeah, it's not 9 or 10 laps,
Cardinal
you only
came out
pitted in.
20 seconds behind you
Yeah,
when it came out. So
I thought
brilliant
that's a
stuff
big
catching you.
ask.
Were you
seeing him.
aware of his penalties, or were you again fighting for
I
you? Because I know you had 3
was
seconds.
trying to keep track a little bit. And I think at one point, basically, he had 6 seconds and I had 3.
Yep.
And then I checked again, it went to 9 when I got 6. So I think I had about 3-second advantage. But I got so close to almost being even with him. So that's why I was pushing quite hard at the end. Otherwise, I would have let him go. But or it was a tense ending.
Yes, give him something to talk about, bro. Good job.
Nice one, mate, from
Perfect.
yourself.
Now I was going to ask about what happened to your wing towards the end of the race. I saw that you were missing a couple end plates from your left
Oh,
side.
that was just carelessness, if I'm honest. I was kind of sort of cruising, and I just missed a braking point by a little bit, and yeah, on a bit of understeer. I think it was the 6th turn, maybe 5th, 6th turn, that little wall near where Seb
Oh
spun
yeah,
out,
because
like
we can
when
all
Jensen got one.
pinpoint that place. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, but congratulations,
Well-
guys. Good race.
Cheers,
Thank you.
lads.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from all of you. Thank you again, Bob. Brilliant 3rd place, driver of the day. Great stuff for Renault. Cardinal, awesome stuff, and congratulations on the win, Jared. Just want to thank you, SF1 Roads or Carl, for joining me today. It's been awesome streaming with you. Great racing, and to everyone who's watched, remember to click those icon buttons. You can have a look at the YouTube channel, the Instagram, the Discord, the Facebook, whatever you want to do. Catch up with us, like us, follow us, subscribe, whatever, and we'll see you tomorrow night for GP2. Thank you, and good night.
Can't wait to watch the stream back now.